Hello and welcome to the Good Imaginations podcast. Tonight we will journey to the magic sky, where you can unwind, reorient yourself, and if you would like, fall fast asleep. Before we begin our adventure, make sure you're settled. If you are seated, get comfortable. Listen to your spine and relax your shoulders. If you are lying down, get your covers and pillow where you want them. Create your nest. Very good. Now, take 3 deep breaths with me in preparation for the journey ahead. Let go of your day and travel to a vacation for your mind. Imagine with me. See, smell, and be present. Breathe with me now. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Slow and even. 1, 2, 3. Very good. Now, shut your eyes and let's drift off to the site of tonight's adventure. You are a wizardy witch, or a witchy wizard, whichever you prefer, and you are about to set off for a mission into the night sky. It is a cool night, windy. The wind buffets and howls in the distant trees. It rails against you, crackling the cloak on your back, and threatening to pull you straight out of your knee-high red boots. You ground your feet and toss your head and grin. You love wild nights. You love the sense that, no matter how reckless and fierce and enormous the night is, you will be even more reckless and fierce and enormous. After all, if you can fly off into this careening wind, get closer to icy, bright, piercing stars than any other mortal, well, you will feel like you're a thing of wind and bone yourself. Something powerful. Not powerful in the way kings or cruel men in thrones are. Not a grubby, human power. This is power like a waterfall, like a bolt of lightning, something pure and indescribable. You tip your head back and survey the sky, feeling the wind wash over you. You shut your eyes, invigorated. Everyone else is trying to tip into sleep, ignore the night, but you are coming awake. You feel your blood spin and awaken, ready for adventure, ready for something difficult that will prove to you what you're capable of. In your left hand, you clutch your broom, the old faithful broom. It has a gnarled, twisted handle, and you love the eccentricity of it. The bottom is as much heather and bluebells as it is sticks. This isn't a broom made for sweeping, after all. As the wind swells suddenly, you grab your broom and you raise it handle first into the sky. You have to catch a bit of moon magic to make it go. You hold it as high as you can, and your stomach tightens in expectation of the moment. You love this. It is your favorite part of night riding, this moment where, your stomach catches. The magic has entered the broom, whisked it higher into the sky. You are borne up with it, hanging by one hand. Your feet dangle. You feel breathless, like you have just left your reality and entered something new. The magic takes you by surprise every time, no matter how many times you do this. It's still wonderful. Energy zooms into your broom and you summon it to spin and settle comfortably below you. Now seated, you clench the end of the broom with both hands and you whisk upwards into the sky. The wind is biting, but less turbulent up here. The moon shines bright and crisp, and the stars shimmer. You love getting closer to the stars. You love it. The feeling of rushing forward with naught between you and the ground except an old broom handle. Well, it's flying at its finest. The broom tends to move with your thoughts, easily, the way your finger twitches or your nose crinkles on command. If you wanted to do a figure 8, just there, in that patch of moonlight, all you'd have to do is think, and the broom obeys. It's a part of you, in that way, a reminder that your mind is capable of power and movement beyond the edges of your fingers. The feeling of freedom is tremendous. You think it's the fear that makes the experience so amazing, the adrenaline rush of knowing you're miles above the ground, and to the average human brain, that spells imminent death. You're not supposed to be so high up. It's not allowed. For goodness sake, how did you even get up there? But for you, it is allowed. Your brain smells danger, but there isn't any danger. You are more than human. You're like a bird, and no matter how many times your mind tries to tell you should be scared of going up and up, of bursting through foggy, glittering clouds, well, you just go ahead and do it anyway. You burst through a shimmering cloud now, and you come to land on a breathtaking scene of moonlight. Your broom hovers like a boat waiting in the water as you survey the entirely new world you have discovered. You have come to the top of the cloud, seen what only birds see. The moon is large, just an inch or two away from being full, and it hangs golden and heavy, and you wish you could dig your hand into it and come away, sparkling. The moon seems like fruit tonight, not something far away, but something in reach that is sweet, that grows for love of you, to nourish you, like a good peach. You feel like the moon is for you. And really, why shouldn't you feel that way when you have a private view of it, a breathtaking chance to see it as no one else does? You have paused on an island of cloud, and you look out. It really is like entering another world. Moonlight shines in golden white tones on the tops of the billowing clouds. They look like grey islands in a sea of stars. The villages below you look like the phosphorescent sparkle of nighttime fish, like a secret ocean world buried deep below. You pause for a moment, in awe of the new landscape. Of course, you've seen it before, but tonight it's hitting you. How many men have sailed ships for days for the pleasure of finding land and birds and life they've never seen before, for a sense that the world is still new? Here is a new world. A flock of birds, with heavy beaks like pelicans and strong, long wings, goes past. Their bodies are black against the clouds, and you feel a shiver in the depths of your stomach. You clutch your broom and take off again, feeling the wind buffet your hair and face, and you have seldom felt more recklessly alive.